tonight, I will be a very happy person alongside you. And here we go.
Saver.
So you'll notice that CrystalSaver has the cotton candy hair effect going. That seems to only really work in dungeons. I am not familiar with seeing that on the, or rather, only works on the overworld. I'm not entirely certain I've seen it work in dungeons, as we find level 3 at level 3. Well, the runners are playing vanilla.
But there's dark nuts on the overworld. Is that even vanilla?
Nope. Also, that's a map in level 3 early, which is kind of nice to see.
So chat, name that ink blot.
It looks kind of like a jackhammer. Well, not like a jackhammer, but like the plunger that you see on the old-timey detonators. But perhaps importantly, not only did the keys roll up to 2 HP, but because of the natural choke points that exist in the level, there's a decent chance that the level will be both key and or ladder blocked. Based on that, and look at the early bombs, as CrystalSaver is going to opt to go ahead and open that door to the left. Oh, well, that's actually not terrible to see at the moment.
We did find a mugger room on RandomEffekt screen, and that's not good. Was that a power bracelet over there?
That might have been.
It looks like a croissant.
If it looked like a croissant, was flaky like a croissant, and our tracker is saying, yes, it was indeed a power bracelet in level 3, but it is ladder blocked.
Aw, man. I mean, for us, it's happy, but for the runners, not so much, because that power bracelet is actually very useful early on in getting the players around the overworld. And we just found a key on RandomEffekt screen and is up and A back.
I mean, when your options are face a 4-headed Gleeok 3 hearts, wood sword, no beam swords, or just up A and deal with this keystream again, you're probably going to take the keystream again.
I believe, I forget what it's called, but Saber was able to give up his heart to the mugger room. It yet still has 3 hearts. And he is in zombie mode. Thank you, chat. And I don't think CrystalSaver can take any hits and just ups and A's back to refill his health. And is exploring more of this level.
That is correct. When you are in the zombie Link state, or in this case, zombie Zelda state, any damage that you take will kill you, regardless of what ring you have. Although it is the night before Halloween, so it kind of makes sense that we would have Zombie Link.
Well, I hope this is going to be a thriller, Matt.
As do I. So this is kind of just standard part of the course right now. Both runners are kind of clearing this level out. We find our first staircase item.
And what is that going to be?
It's going to be a compass and a heart container.
Not bad. Health is good early on. We also see a presence of Lionels in the dungeon.
Generally speaking, the first couple of hearts you get are fine to get because that's going to get you up to that white sword item threshold. After that, the hearts kind of start to lose value until you get to about that 10 plus range, at which point they regain some of their lost value, and then lose value again once Magical Sword is a thing.
And Saber is just doing some excellent maneuvering on his screen with the pause buffer, whatever the name is of this strat. Saber's just a genius at
it is known as the pause buffer, and CrystalSaver is one of the few runners who does not use the select swap, simply so that he has the option to do the pause buffer, if he so chooses. And both runners are looking for items here. Saver has not seen the stair item that RandomEffekt has seen, but at the same time, RandomEffekt has not seen that ladder block power bracelet yet, so they're both probably going to full clear this level 3 looking for that item. May take RandomEffekt a little bit longer just because he's looking for a floor drop and not a stair.
Floor drops can typically blend in with certain palettes. While the power bracelet didn't blend in, the ladder block is not going to be coming to good news to these.
Now do bear in mind that that power bracelet does at least give them a little bit quicker access on the overworld before that recorder. So if the recorder is somewhere stupid, like, say, Vanilla 9 buried deep in an 8, the Power Bracelet may help them get back there a little bit sooner. Saver has picked up the Triforce in level 3. We'll see if he comes back in for that stair item or not, as RandomEffekt also sees the Triforce, but is going to skip it. And is immediately ladder blocked. That could actually be good news for Random, but he has to keep his Beam Sword here.
But CrystalSaver grabbed the Triforce and left level 3, and we're going to get some more overworld exploration.
So probably what we're going to see is we're going to see CrystalSaver head up towards level 6, and then, depending on his bomb count after seeing Vanilla 6, he may go to Vanilla 9. He may get the Armos item before going to Vanilla 6. I would expect RandomEffekt to take the same relative route. Looks like RandomEffekt's going to pirouette that door open, see his Power Bracelet. He may choose to up A and go to 1 here.
So let's see what's at level 6. Level 4.
4 is very similar to 3 in that it's a small-ish dungeon, but it's not necessarily a strictly difficult dungeon. And we may have our item immediately, or we may have an early transport.
And we see a middle secret of 32 rupees. Not bad. I mean, the max is 40 rupees, so... and the minimum's 20, so anything above 30 is pretty good. And we find the ladder in the level 4 as that staircase item.
Saver will take an early lead at this point. However, because we still need another 4 items for the runners to hit Triforce and Go mode, that's not necessarily a large lead, especially if there's very few ladder blocks throughout the whole seed.
Let's check on RandomEffekt's side and see if this is going to be an item staircase.
Ooh.
And it is the silvers! Never mind!
And now the turntables have turned again. As we find, not only does RandomEffekt find the silver arrows, Saver finds the technically somewhat ladder blocked Triforce. There is a chance you can work around getting to this Triforce without the ladder via going to the left and around. But so far, Saver has the early exploration advantage. But with those silvers from RandomEffekt, he will have the combat advantage as soon as he gets a bow.
And chat, name that ink plot. And also, we found the bomb upgrade for 107 rupees in level 5. So, I wonder if that bomb upgrade will be worth it or not.
I think it depends on when the runners find things. Well, in RandomEffekt's case, he knows he's not going to have to buy arrows. He's found the floor item, which is a heart. One of the nice things about that level 5 shape is there's always a double set of rooms, so it's far less likely you're going to be hard ladder or key blocked than you would be normal.
I believe our Armos item is not in its normal spot today.
That would be correct. If there is a staircase here at this Grave Armos, the Armos item has been shuffled, but the runners will know exactly where the Armos item is, and it's at the rare shop.
And that is by the coast, correct?
No, that's actually this screen that CrystalSaver's heading to right now. It's normally where you would buy the blue ring.
Oh yeah. My Hyrulean geography is not the best, as you guys can clearly see.
And it's the recorder!
That just negates the power bracelet, and now it's absolutely useless.
You know, I don't think either runner is going to mind the power bracelet not being a thing that they need to pick up. And something to point out is that bomb shop is in the rare shop in Hyrule that's not necessarily in a convenient location to get to. That if both or one of the runners starts to have an issue with bomb, they could have to try to make their way back there.
And we find level 6 at Recorder Lake. And level 6 is kind of a bit of an icky level because it is going to be one of our bigger levels of the generic levels 1 through 8. Was that a Y-Force?
Probably. Although Saver's going to opt to leave level 6.
So RandomEffekt is getting their ladder out of level 4. Let's see if they're going to do some more exploration or if they're just going to go for that Triforce and get the heck out of level.
You know, I don't think dipping on level 6 early is a bad idea, pretty much in any case. Given that... what's it? Level 6 is generally a very large dungeon. And as a result of it being a large dungeon, you generally will spend a lot of time in there to get, like, I don't know, nothing out of it, nothing.
And Saver just performed a world wrap, which is when you go from one end of Hyrule to the other end of Hyrule. Jeez, that's quite convenient.
This game is not broken at all, guys. Like, this game is extremely well programmed. I don't know what you're talking about. I like this strat here from RandomEffekt to use the block to safely take out these land molas, gets a fairy drop, and gets a boomerang.
But it's a boomerang. Is that even useful?
Well, there are some uses for the boomerang, regardless of the situation you're in. If certain enemies rolled low, you can kill them with the boomerang, like you can normally the keys and the gels. You can also use it to pick up item drops from far away. So, say an enemy drops a bomb pack and it's dangerous to go over and get it, you can use the boomerang to just pick that bomb pack up, and you're good.
That actually sounds somewhat useful, but I'm being skeptical here.
I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, as long as I don't find it, like, I don't know, 50 minutes into the seed. As we find level 9, Saver is home.
Saver's at 9 already!
Yes, Saver just went home, so he's now leaving his house to go explore more.
So I believe we're going to be checking where Vanilla 8 is, and Saver... Did Saver buy a candle from the shop?
He has not bought a candle yet, but he knows which shop is the candle shop, so it looks like he's going to go and get that now. ₹16 is, it's a little bit high for the candle, but it's not so extremely high that it's impossible to consider, and RandomEffekt takes a death on the overworld. Not necessarily the worst place to take one.
And on Saver screen, we find level 1 and level 8.
Level 1 is the kind of level you want to find early. It has 3 items, it's small, it's very densely packed, and it probably is going to have wish ribs in it.
So we see a heart container on the floor.
I would be surprised, but I literally can't be surprised that it buy any heart containers that appear anywhere because of Heart Shuffle. Hi, book.
Bye, book. Who needs literacy in Hyrule?
Well, given this flag set does not have book as Atlas or book is needed to understand old men, nobody. RandomEffekt gets his Triforce at a level 6. We'll see if he decides to make the gamble on it. He does not.
I don't blame him. Level 6 is a beast.
RandomEffekt will now do his world wrap. And the magic boomerang is the other item on the floor in level 1. So that's all 3 of our level 1 items found already.
That was fast. So basically, CrystalSaver, the Triforce is in the next room, and he can just get out of level 1.
Saver might have to watch his key count, though, as he is now down to 0 keys.
And RandomEffekt finds the same information Saver just found about his home. And level 9 is over here.
RandomEffekt opting to go ahead and pirouette the door open now before forgetting, or having to come back later and do it then. Saver is pointing out his current key predicament.
You know, we still haven't seen the large yet today.
Given the current... Well, Saber's about to go show us what it is. Let's see, it is... Ooh.
That's nice.
Anytime the large secret rolls above 120, you know it's going to be a good payday.
Too bad we don't get paid in rupees.
Well, to be fair, it's about 67 rupees to $1 US, so, that's actually, like, just about $2 that Saver picked up and he's gonna buy a key. I totally understand and get this decision to go ahead and buy this key.
Isn't that the forgotten spot?
No. The Forgotten Spot is the one that's directly northwest of level 1 that has a shop in it. Hi, Bait Block.
Bye, Bait Block. Have you ever seen a Bait Block seed in these flags, or no?
The Bait Block generally is pretty rare just because with the Shapes algorithm, there seems to be a little bit less of a chance that the bait will spawn in a location where you have to go through it. I don't believe I've personally seen one yet.
Keyword is yet.
Hi,
So
Dick Dog.
Yep, Dick Dogger's hanging out in level 7. And if this isn't a transport, it might be our item.
I'm guessing it is a segmented level 7, so there will be an extra set of transport stairs. This is not it, it's a raft.
That's nice.
So right now the biggest difference between Saver and RandomEffekt is RandomEffekt is going to get his Triforce out of level 1. Is that RandomEffekt will already have the silver arrows out of level 5.
Wait, 4 Triforce is less than 20 minutes in? Oh, and Wizrobes. Lovely.
As I expected, this would be a sub-50 seed from both runners. So far, we're keeping that trend alive. However, these Wizrobes might want to say otherwise.
We still haven't seen our weight sword item yet.
It's probably a heart. For what my money's worth, it's probably a heart.
It could be the bow, you never know. And it's only less than 20 minutes in, so not every runner usually gets to that weight sword item.
Especially when you have this much dungeon exploration available to you. RandomEffekt is now going to go into level 7 himself. We'll see if he makes the same play to go ahead and get the raft first by going in that transport stair.
Never mind. The bow is in level 7.
Well, that kind of is everything our runners need. RandomEffekt may actually be the first runner in Triforce and Go mode.
Wait. Have you seen a Go mode less than 30 minutes in?
Yes.
This is insane.
I think the fastest I've ever seen or experienced was 20. which this is actually going to pretty much be that. RandomEffekt just needs to be willing to go through that mugger because he doesn't have a lot of rupees right now because he did not pick up that 100 secret. If RandomEffekt is willing to go past that mugger, he will be rewarded, but is he going to be willing to do it given his rupee situation? Especially given it's a floor item in 7, he may opt to just come back later. He knows that the bow cannot be in level 9, so he will be back for it at some point. But
and
his
look who was right. It was a heart.
Yay, hearts. There happens to be 9 of them in the pool, so it's kind of more likely you're going to get a heart than anything else from a given item.
So, is there another way around that room that the mugger was guarding?
No. There's no way to get north. RandomEffekt is going to pay the heart. And CrystalSaver's in level 5. Both of our runners could hit Triforce and Go mode at the same time.
That would be insane.
RandomEffekt is taking out the Dig Dogger. He will technically have... RandomEffekt will hit Triforce and Go mode at 21:36 if Saver gets these silver arrows, which he probably will. There'll be maybe a minute or 2 difference between the 2 of them for hitting Triforce and Go mode.
I mean, RandomEffekt should take that minute lead he has, because level 9 is Saver's home, and Saver is practically living in level 9, so he has the home advantage.
But Saver has not seen the staircase room yet, and if he full clears this 5 looking for that staircase, that is going to delay him a little bit, although RandomEffekt has not seen the compass yet. So RandomEffekt's going to spend a little bit more time digging in this level 7, finds the other transport staircase.
And a Patra.
But Random will get the compass here and be relieved he does not have to kill the Patra. Very important.
I don't blame him. He's on half a heart. And so is Saver.
He's not going to want to use his potion here. Although he may not have much of a choice, this is a tough Gleeok to get past. Yeah, he's going to have to go back to start.
Did Saver ever pick up a potion from the Take Annies or no?
I don't recall if he has, but I wouldn't be surprised if he either doesn't or puts it off until later, given his ability to combat in this game.
So, do you remember where that Triforce room was?
On level 5, we never saw it on RandomEffekt's side.
Oh, yeah.
So RandomEffekt is going to have to come back here. That will delay him slightly. But because he's only looking for the Triforce, that will speed his clear up a little bit when he comes back. And he may not come back for a while, given all he needs out of that level is a Triforce.
And with 5 Triforces at 20... a little less than 24 minutes, RandomEffekt is just...
I'd also like to point out that the runner's choice, that both runners opted to gamble on level 6 and are going to be rewarded for it. The Triforce is very early in level 5. That's going to be good news for RandomEffekt when he goes back.
I forgot to tell everyone that Saver was in Go mode.
Well, that's because he hasn't picked up his silver arrows yet, which he's going to pick up right here.
Oh, yeah.
And at 24:42-ish, CrystalSaver will be in Triforce and Go mode. There is now a difference of about 3 minutes between the 2 runners for hitting Triforce in Go mode, Saver does have the 1 Triforce lead over RandomEffekt.
But where was that level 8? I did not see where RandomEffekt went in.
Vanilla level 9.
Oh, so that means level 2 is at the ref spot.
Yep. And that will also put Saver back in the lead in this race, as RandomEffekt does have to go back to level 5 at some point, although the red ring is free in level 8. There is a chance Saver will miss that if he routes differently.
That red ring can make a huge difference, but I don't know for a runner of Saver's caliber.
The red ring kind of lets you just face tank the dungeons.
So you could just run into a wall and be perfectly fine.
Exactly. Saver's going the other direction. If level 9 is full of life... Oh, go ahead. Well, that Patra might be making Saver rethink his decision here. He doesn't know Red Ring is in here, but he may have to go the other way and get that Red Ring.
So, do you know what we haven't seen yet tonight?
The Magic Key?
Danger Noodles.
Oh, they're probably at 9 with the Wish Robes. I am curious as to if this Red Ring difference, should the Red Ring difference remain, if it will be enough to help RandomEffekt out, given he is currently that 1 Triforce down.
Hopefully these blocks kind of make Saber go in that direction towards that red ring.
Well, it looks like he's going to do so now. He is killing off these Zals.
No, the Triforce is in the corner there.
You know, that's not necessarily a bad place for it. CrystalSaver will now get his red ring.
So, I'm just looking at RandomEffekt's Ruby count. RandomEffekt is going to have to watch that silver arrow budget because he only has 28 rupees.
The good news is not only is the large secret actually large, he does have the option to get 5 rupee drops off of enemies if he's able to kill 10 in a row, and does not kill the 10th enemy with a bomb.
True. You don't typically see that. You mainly see that do bomb.
You have a heart on the floor in level 8. So RandomEffekt is going to leave, and RandomEffekt is going to head to level 2 here. I actually like this routing. He's going to do 2, immediately followed by 5, and he's actually getting back a little bit of time here just by Saver choosing to kill this Patra and not having that compass yet.
That compass is quite useful.
The compass is something that you sometimes don't think is going to be a game changer. Ooh. Saver has not found that bomb wall to the right of that patch room yet. He doesn't know he needs to go that way to continue on in this dungeon, and his bomb count is a little bit lower than he probably would like. He may opt to force a bomb in this room.
The compass was on the floor like that first or second room in 2, and RandomEffekt is... That Triforce in 2 is quite close.
Yeah, he is not going to spend the time to look for items in here. The only item that might be of even remote interest to him would be the wand, and a runner at RandomEffekt's caliber will not need it. Saver now gets his compass out of level 8 as RandomEffekt picks up his Triforce in level 2.
Well, now it all depends on level 9, because level 9 is actually known in the community as the Great equalizer for some very good.
Triple magic staircase to Zelda?
Maybe. Though, would you like to explain to our viewers what we're going to be looking for in level?
Well, when we get to level 9, we're going to be listening for the roar of Ganon. Because even though Ganon may have made his walls bomb-proof, they are not soundproof. We will hear Ganon if we are one room away from him. We're also going to be looking for single shutter doors that either automatically open after killing Ganon, or do not open after killing all the enemies in the room, depending on if Ganon is killed or not. Because that will be giving us the location of Link in this case, as both of our runners are playing as Zelda trying to rescue Link, who forgot his Triforce of Courage at home.
Apparently.
And as Chad is pointing out to me, there are a couple of items that RandomEffekt would want besides the wand, such as the Any Key, the White Sword.
But is RandomEffekt going to risk this race to go to a detour if he finds a staircase in level 9 for the luxury item?
He may opt to check some extra rooms, and he may opt to check and see what the stairs in level 9 are, to see if they're item or transport stairs, so that he can just have them mapped out as, okay, there's transport stairs in X rooms. But I don't think he is going to be specifically digging for items. And the Triforce in level 5 is one room to the right of where RandomEffekt is now.
We have a race, folks.
RandomEffekt has to be careful here. If he fires the arrow at the Wallmaster too early, he will accidentally grab that clock and will have to leave the room and come back, costing him a key or a bunch of time. But RandomEffekt has gotten his Triforce out of level 5. He is the first runner eligible to enter level 9, which was at Vanilla 2.
Apparently, Saver isn't going to be the one to open the door to his house.
He will not be far behind, though, as CrystalSaver has just picked up his Triforce out of level 2. We are going to have a less than 1 minute difference between the two runners going into level 9 here. Now, Saver does have the health and rupee advantage.
Because RandomEffekt with 14 rupees, RandomEffekt is going to have to be very careful with shooting those silver arrows, because no one wants to take the walk of shame because they ran out of rupees.
A 32-35 entry into level 9 for RandomEffekt. And we have Ganon adjacent to the old man room in level 9. Here he is! Saver enters level 9 at exactly 33 minutes. Both of the runners will have Ganon extremely quickly.
But the question is, where's Zelda? Not Zelda, Link.
Link is gonna be somewhere in here. It's up to the runners to go find him. RandomEffekt having a little bit of trouble getting this stun lock on Ganon. Saver could take the smallest of leads here.
But RandomEffekt also has that red potion that Saber does not, but Saber has the hard advantage. And Saber knows this game like the back of his hand.
Saver is able to get the stun lock on Ganon. As RandomEffekt gets the Triforce of Power, Saver loses the stun lock.
Oh. Come on, Ganon. Be a nice piggy.
So we'll estimate RandomEffekt killed Ganon at about 33:45. Ganon not cooperating heavily for either runner at the moment. The old man is on his lunch break in Saver's house.
Isn't that a little weird?
Maybe it's Saver's dad.
So we still haven't found Link.
And Saver gets Ganon's Triforce of Power at 34:22.
My heart is literally racing as these two are running through level 9.
I predicted a double sub 50. I was not expecting the potential double sub 40 if Link appears quickly. They're taking different paths through this 9. RandomEffekt is taking a transport stair. Saver is finding an old man that is telling him that the old man wants ice cream. RandomEffekt is in the northwest of 9, but finds a dead end. He is going to up A back to start.
And Saber is murdering those bunnies. So
Saver has the very... Actually, no, neither runner really has an edge over the other as they're now retracing each other's footsteps. RandomEffekt does have the key advantage, though, and this is where that key advantage is really going to come into play. Saver on 2 keys might have to adjust his route for how many keys he has. RandomEffekt can opt to use his keys a little more freely.
So this room is... And RandomEffekt grabs another key and Saver is bomb...
RandomEffekt gets the compass!
But Saber's close by Zelda's room!
But there's no bomb wall to get out!
I think I know who game 1's going to at this rate, but...
Saver's window is closing, but remember, if Zelda is heavily bomb blocked, that plays against RandomEffekt. If she's heavily key blocked, that plays into RandomEffekt's favor. He's going to opt not to spend the bomb there, instead killing this Tektite to move through this way. Can you go north? You might have to try to bomb.
Is there no bomb wall?
There is no bomb wall, but there may still be a path around yet.
Holy! And Saber's still looking for that compass. Saber is on
RandomEffekt is checking. Not an item stair, so he's going to move on. Saver does force the bomb. RandomEffekt finds a locked door and a bunch of wish ropes.
That's not fun.
He can go to the left here. He can also go north.
But he has zero bomb! But it's GG, because that was a shutter door. And RandomEffekt takes game 1 with the You Tell Me That Time in SRL.
But Saver's 1 room behind! He is about to finish this off as well! The double sub 40!
Holy! That was close! Are we allowed to have tiebreaker races for races 3 seconds apart? Or...
So, the official times. RandomEffekt in first place with 36.54. Saver in second place with 37 flat. A difference of 6 seconds.
Holy crap. What? I'm just in shock. 37 minutes.
That's also probably the 2 fastest times we have seen in the entire tournament.
Here I was hoping for a longer race, but... Wow.
We are joined by RandomEffekt. GG, sir.
I think that has to be the match of the tournament.
Yeah, a 6-second difference on a double sub 40, and both of those are the 2 fastest times that have been put up yet.
Yeah, that is utterly ridiculous. I am very glad that Zelda did not need a bomb. That's the only thing I can say.
The literal difference between you guys was Saver spent a little bit more time in 5 than you did. That was it.
I just saw that one room with a shutter and a couple ladder blocked rooms, and I was like, yeah, I don't really want to deal with that right now. I got both items out of here. Let's just go. I was hoping that Saver, somebody can pull Saver in here.
I'm
or you can just
still
jump in.
I'm still in shock seeing this sub 40 seed.
Which we are now joined by Saver. GG's on an absolutely fantastic race.
GG to RandomEffekt. Holy cow, man.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like wow. Like I literally got up from my chair when I put that time down and went to my wife and said, like, holy hell, I just put up a sub 37, and then I came back and you had done. I was like, what? Ridiculous. Absolutely nuts. I could have, honestly, I came in to Zelda from the right. I could have spent 6 seconds trying to ladder clip over there.
I came in from the right as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's just ridiculous.
At the very end, Saver was literally in the room behind you.
Yeah, I am, as I told the commentators before, I used my last bomb 2 rooms south of her. I think it was, 2 rooms south of her. That would have been really painful if that was the way it went down. But I'm glad I could find a workaround.
Though,
Yeah,
Saber, it looks like your prediction was right.
Yay! Game 1 goes to Random Effekt. I was right for once.
Is that what your
That's
titles
what my
were?
titles
Okay.
were. I could have
What
sworn when I made that gamble in 7 and I found the bow randomly. I thought that was like my I'm ahead moment right there.
I thought I was too. I was like, I paid this mugger and I went up north. I was just looking for a Triforce and I stumbled into the bow. I was like, all right, that works. Like, I thought I made some weird plays. Not weird plays, just plays that got handed to me. Like, this was just super lucky on both of our ends. I think that we took the paths that we did, and my God, that's just ridiculous.
The two main things that did separate you guys was Saver spending a little bit of extra time in level 5, and also level 8 was a little bit longer for Saver than it was for Random. But for it to be down to 6 seconds, it's like literally just different paths to Zelda type of thing, because you were both fighting Ganon at the same time.
Wow.
And Ganon kept running away from me too with that fight.
I didn't have a good fight either. I spent a lot longer in there than I needed to. So my fight was probably the same as yours.
I almost feel like if I were whistle strided it might have been equal or faster at that point. Because he literally was dancing around me. I'm like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be moving like this. You're supposed to move up and in a figure 8 pattern. Why are you all of a sudden doing like a half tile to the left and then moving up? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, man. Did you do your what I consider your normal route after 3? Did you go to the grave and then up to level 9, level 8 in this case?
I went to 3, then I went up to level 6. Then I saw that the Armos item was at the rare shop, so I went to the rare shop. Then I did some things. I didn't go up to 8 until I think after 5. I forgot when.
That's what I thought. Like, I thought maybe if you did that route that I've seen you do before, then I was going to be way ahead because you would have dug 8. You would have probably dug 8, and my route was in this seed 3, 5, 4, Armos, 6, World Wrap, 9, 1, 7, 8, 2, 5.
So you went to 4 early, and you probably got the silvers early.
Yes, that was I did level 4 very, very early. I spent a lot of time in 3. I felt like I spent a lot of time in 3, even though I got everything out of there. I just kind of went all over the place in there. The keys, I went through that keys room, that 8 keys room like 4 times at the beginning because I kept getting like blocked. It was ridiculous. I didn't like.
I hated it. I think I went through it twice. I got Y-forced into the Triforce, and I was like panicking because I'm like, do I go for the second item? And I didn't know. I bet the second item was somewhere at the bottom.
I know, it was right near the start. It was Power Bracelet. If the key door.
Oh, I saw that one. I saw that first time.
Yeah, the other one was the staircase, the heart container.
Okay.
So yeah, I found that, and then I found ladder blocks right below the Triforce, and I was like, well, that could be this. At that point, I hadn't found the Power Bracelet, so I got the Triforce. I left. I opened up that door, and then there was the Power Bracelet. I was like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, for some reason, I thought the progression was to go left, so that's why I opened the key door first. I'm like, wait a minute, there's only one room here. At least I got some information on it.
So how about that lovely level 6 that you basically had to do none of?
You walk in, kill 4 keys or something. It's like, here you go.
I did that. I was just done. Just move on. Go get whatever the coast item is.
Normally, I would have made some kind of play like, oh, Random's not going to dig it. We should dig it. But this seed was like a jet full.
Yeah.
It just wanted you to go.
Yeah, it gave you everything. And I could have saved a little bit of time if I would have just done that one room in 5 where the heart container was. I had like 4 hearts or maybe 5 hearts at that point and not a lot of health, and there was Wizrobes and Gibdos, and I was like, I have both items. I don't know where this Triforce is. Let's just leave. I'll come back. It's pretty near start. Like, there's no reason to keep digging right now. Turns out it's 1 room away.
Always happens like that.
For what it's worth, RandomEffekt, you had Triforce in go mode 3 minutes ahead of Saver, but Saver had already gotten the Triforce out of level 5, so when he got his silvers, we figured he had the lead at that point, and then you guys entered level 9 within a minute of each other.
Wow.
Oh, jeez. Who was ahead, Random or me, for level 9?
Random got in about 30-ish seconds ahead of you.
Oh, wow. At least I cut down to level 9 exploration. Woo!
Yeah, my level 9 wasn't bad. I took one staircase.
The
I
one
got
that went to
Ganon.
the top left.
Yep, I went to that one. And then I up and A'd, and then started going left and found the compass, and then had to meander my way up. Very low on bombs, and luckily, like I said, that there was a path around without bombs. Otherwise, you might have. I don't know what you probably ended with bombs, so you probably would have won if I had if it was only the bomb path in there.
I actually forced a bomb, I think, right before finding Zelda, if I'm right, on skeletons. But that alone wouldn't be enough. The 6 seconds.
I mean, the 6 seconds is literally anywhere. That's like our room, somewhere.
Exactly.
It's nothing. That's just
it's crazy to think about.
I was hoping for a good game. This was like the best game.
This was the best game. I agree. Even though I lost, this was definitely the best game.
I'm gonna go back and watch this one for sure.
Ditto. I mean, we finished this so fast. We might as well just do game 2 and 3. Nah.
My wife actually said that. She's like, "You should just do game 2 right now." I was like, well, if we didn't already have like signups and whatever, maybe. But yeah.
You know what's gonna happen? Our next race, it's gonna be like an hour 10, hour 20.
Maybe it could be 2 hours. I'm being just.
I've never had a 2-hour seed on these.
My practice.
Sorry to break your heart.
My practice seed, I 100%ed everything because the second room I found in the game had the bow and I missed it, and that took around 120.
For what it's worth, you guys kind of broke us.
How so?
I mean,
Shout.
just everything about this race, including the 6-second difference, the fact that it was a double sub 40. I was predicting double sub 50 coming into this match. I was not predicting double sub 40.
Are these the fastest times, or did RC Drone actually get a faster one than this?
I'm pretty sure RC Drone's fastest is a 38 something.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I want to say it was just under 40.
Well, Random, you better get to the end now.
I still gotta win another one. Like, there's not a guarantee at all.
At least give me game 2.
We'll see what happens, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna be there on Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, on something or other. Is game 2, and like I said, I just hope for good games. Like, I don't want it like a blowout. This was crazy, and I hope the next one, whether it be 40 minutes, whether it be an hour 20, just to be somewhat fun to watch.
And now you got me thinking whether I should start with Select Swap or not.
Oof. I honestly think. I mean, you get advantage in certain places, but yeah, it does add up over time of the run, and that's why I don't do it.
Every single race I've done so far, I've always had an extra seed ready with Select Swap, but the only time I'm like comfortable using it is when I got red ring and a wand, which I never really got that combination. Yeah.
I got the red ring. I did not get the wand.
Yeah, I found the red ring as well.
For what it's worth, you guys just set the bar so high for this series that it's like, yeah, it's there.
The only reason I am not screaming at the top of my lungs right now is so I do not get a noise complaint.
That's good.
You can't be, what is it, LOZ and Sharky or something that one time in the Unos race in Zepgendi? I think that was like that highest point.
If we had Laws and TGE commentating this, like, everybody would just be deaf.
True.
TGE would be deaf because I picked up the blue boomerang.
Hey, the first boomerang you find is the correct one.
I skipped the boomerang. I went right around that.
I didn't care because I wasn't using Select Swap. I'm like, it's in the way. I'm getting it. Who cares? I have to beat. I gotta go fast.
I already had the other boomerang at that point, and did not want the inferior model. So yeah, GG Saver.
GG.
I hope that the next game is just as exciting coming in.
Someone in
I
chat
hope
just
so.
said they have plans at 10:30 on Friday, so a 10 p.m. match works for them to watch it.
All right. Thanks for the commentary, guys. Thanks for restream, tracking, and yeah, thank you. I can't wait till Friday.
Thanks, man.
So I do want to give a quick shout out to our restreamer Sparkover and our tracker Miss Boletta, as well as my co-com KTAP 4321.
Okay. And I'd also like to shout out you also, because you're awesome. I've lurked in your chat before. Give this man a follow. He is just amusing to.
Is that what they call it now? But with that, we are going to go ahead and wrap up here. So we are going to go ahead and give a raid over to Mr. Adirondack Rick, who is racing at 10:30 tonight versus RC Drone, also a round of 8 match.